Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm just out in the greenhouse, just doing a bit of watering and that. So I thought I'd give you a real quick greenhouse tour. It's only going to be a real quick video today, hopefully. I always say that, but I promise it will be less than 10 minutes, hopefully. So I'm just going to give you a quick run around of what I've got growing in my greenhouse. And today's date is the 8th of May. Hopefully I've got that right. Anyway, so let's start today's greenhouse tour. Just going to give you a real quick run through of what's growing in the greenhouse at the moment. So these are all sunflowers. These are all giant single-headed sunflowers that I recently potted on. I did a video on that if you want to check that out. Amazing how much they've grown in the past. They've only been in these pots for a few days and they seem to have doubled in size at least. And these are Sunflowers Evening Sun, which is a nice, not a giant variety, but a sort of red tinge to it. It's a size of 2 in each cell, and bar that one there, I've got 100% germination. And in there I have put 12 sweet corn seeds, only a couple of days ago, so nothing from them yet. Down here is all my tomatoes and peppers. So I've got chili peppers, jalapenos, sweet peppers, California Wonder, Roma tomatoes, red cherry tomatoes. I managed to get one of these Costoluto Fiorentinos to germinate. And there's some Tigerellas at the back there as well. And this is just some more sweet peppers in here. I just bung them in there to see how they do. Cucumbers, watermelons, and canary melons. The canary melons seed were from a store-bought melon. The watermelons I bought the seeds from Lidl's. So we'll see how they do. Not sure if I've got the weather to do melons here in Mid Wales, UK. The cucumbers, I've just done the one variety. I've put 3 seeds in each of these pots. It was the variety that we enjoyed the most last year. It was a little short dumpy cucumbers. The kids like them, they take them into school as snacks. Beetroots here, which I sowed in a video recently. They've all come up, 100% germination there. Well, maybe not quite 100%, I can see 2 without. So it's not bad out of 20. And all the tomatoes, this is going to be my next sowing of tomatoes. So they've only been in there a few days, so almost a week actually, but nothing yet. Ideally it needs to be slightly warmer for them to germinate, but the weather's warming up, so they should still come up soon. Over here is 24 marigold plants. These are what I'm going to use to sacrifice to the slugs. So I'm going to dot these all around the veg garden. The slugs love them, so they go straight for them. And hopefully don't eat all my vegetables. That's what I did last year, worked really well. You can come out late at night or just as it's got dark and the slugs will literally make a beeline for the marigolds and you can just pick them all off and dispose of them. These are some of the flowers that I sowed. It's lavender, they take ages to germinate, so nothing in there yet. The Chrysanthemum, probably saying that wrong. You can see a few of them have started germinating. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did a very thin sowing, so there's not going to be a huge amount in here, but I can see about 6 so far. Some of the other flowers, chrysanthemums, gazania, gaillardia, livingstone daisy. Can see a few coming up in them. chrysanthemums, gazanias, and these have actually just started coming up because they weren't there this morning, and these have come up past day or two as well. So I'll put 3 seeds in each cell again. I can either select the weakest, the strongest one and just pinch off the weaker ones, or I can leave them and try and separate them. This is a raspberry cane which I separated off from my mother plant, my big raspberry plant that I've got outside, and I managed to get this off with some decent roots, so I think it's survived, so that's good. I have another raspberry cane to put somewhere. These are all the Japanese maples. These were seed grown. My mum has a huge Japanese maple tree in her garden. It must be 30-40 years old, and every year it drops its seeds, and I collect them, try and germinate them, normally fail, but then she gives me the ones which sprout underneath the tree. So she gave me 12 this year, and so far they're doing well, seem to be looking quite healthy. I've got a few left from last year, but I seem to struggle keeping them alive. This one was from last year, so that's almost a year old, that seedling. Probably about 8 months old, I'm not sure exactly. Under here is some other maples which I pulled up from down the road. There's a really nice maple tree and they were sprouting all around the base. Pulled them up and I've put them in here. They didn't have much root, but as long as I can keep the humidity up, they should be fine. They didn't have any leaves when I got them, they were just the seed leaves, so I'm fairly sure they've survived. Well, we'll leave the humidity dome on for a few more days, and hopefully their roots should be visible by then, and then I will know that they're survived. This is a smoke tree cutting. Actually there's 2 in there, a little tiny one and this one here. Again, I think they've survived. Possibly started rooting, but I will leave that on. I did put some rooting hormone in there. And I've showed you these before. There's a beech tree and a couple of little Aleppo pines, which came in a little bonsai kit. So there's not much else in here really. Got some beetroot up here. I'm going to plant that out soon, I think. It's getting in my way, I'm running out of space. And these melons, which I had on the windowsill indoors, which I planted in February, which I just kind of forgot about. I'll just bring these out now. I need to separate these and pot them up somewhere. But I have planted more melons anyway. So, that's everything that's in the greenhouse, except for the potatoes. My little seed potatoes that I'll put in here. Just kind of see what happens. I thought I'd start them off in these little pots. The seed potatoes were tiny little wrinkly things, so I wasn't expecting them to do much, but every single one of them's come up, so that's good. So that's it for the greenhouse. I will give you an update of the stuff outside, but I thought I'd just do a real quick update on the greenhouse stuff. Okay guys, so that's the greenhouse tour done. I just wanted to get on the record what I've got in the greenhouse here. Beginning of May, almost mid-May. So I like to keep a record of things. So anyway, so that's what I've got growing at the moment. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little tour. And I'll see you on the next one. Any questions, comments down below. And see you on the next one. Have a great week.